That night, every house heard a knock. Not once, not twice, but 3 slow knocks. Gbam, gbam, gbam. And when they opened the door, there was no one there. It happened in a quiet village called Umuede, a place where people knew each other by name, a place where nothing strange stayed hidden for long. By 9 p.m., the village slept. By midnight, even the dogs were quiet. If you heard a knock at night, it meant something serious. Maybe sickness, maybe death, maybe danger. But that night, no one was sick, no one was running, yet something was moving from one compound to another, from one door to the next, and everywhere it went, it knocked. In the center of the village lived Ngozi, a young widow, strong but tired of life. Her husband had died 2 years ago. Since then, it was just her and her son, Chidi, a small boy of 10, quiet, sharp eyes. He noticed things other children ignored. Sometimes he would say things that made people uncomfortable. "Mama, why does that man always look behind him when he walks?" Or, "Mama, that tree, it feels like someone is standing there at night." Ngozi would always brush it off. "Stop thinking too much," she would say. But deep down, she knew Chidi wasn't just imagining things. That night, the air felt different. No wind, no insects, just silence. Ngozi sat on a small stool peeling cassava. Chidi lay on a mat staring at the ceiling. Then suddenly, gbam, gbam, gbam. The sound came, clear, slow, right on their door. Chidi sat up immediately. "Mama?" Ngozi didn't move. Her hand stopped midair. Again, gbam, gbam, gbam. This time, heavier. Ngozi stood up slowly. "Who is there?" she asked. No answer. Chidi whispered, "Mama, don't open it." Ngozi hesitated. Then she walked closer. Each step felt heavy. She placed her hand on the wooden door, and slowly she opened it. Nothing. Just darkness. No footsteps, no shadow. Even the ground looked untouched. She shut the door quickly, but her heart did not calm down because something felt wrong. Not far from her house, old Mama Iberi heard the same knock. She rushed to open it. "Ne, is that you?" she called. Nothing. At the chief's compound, the guards opened the gate. No one. At a young couple's house, the wife said, "Maybe it's someone in trouble." They opened. Empty. Soon, whispers started, from house to house. Did you hear it? Yes. Who was there? No one. Fear began to spread. But before people could understand it, the knocking started again. This time it was faster, more urgent. Gbam, gbam, gbam. People froze inside their homes. No one rushed to open again. Then the voices started. Back in Ngozi's house, gbam, gbam, gbam. Then a voice, soft, broken. Ngozi. She froze. Her breath caught. Chidi looked up slowly. "Mama, who is that?" Ngozi's lips trembled. "That sounds like your father." Chidi's heart started beating fast. "But Papa is dead." The voice came again. "We are cold. Open the door." Tears filled Ngozi's eyes. Her body leaned forward slightly. She whispered, "Is it really you?" Silence. Then again, "Open the door." Chidi quickly grabbed her wrapper. "Mama, no!" Ngozi paused. Chidi's voice shook. "If it was Papa, he will call me too." Ngozi froze. She looked down at her son. Then slowly, she stepped back. The voice stopped immediately. The knocking stopped. And just like that, silence returned. Morning came again. The entire village gathered. Fear was written on every face. Then one man spoke. I opened my door. Everyone turned. My brother called me. He died last year. What happened? Someone asked. The man's voice broke. I saw no one, but when I turned back, he started crying. My wife was gone. A woman screamed. Another said, my child too is missing. Another voice, my mother, gone. Panic spread. Some people fell to the ground crying, others held their children tightly. No one understood what was happening. Back home, Chidi sat quietly. Mama? Ngozi looked at him. What is it? He swallowed. What if it comes again tonight? Ngozi forced strength into her voice. We won't open. Chidi shook his head slowly. What if it calls you again? Ngozi froze. That question, it cut deep. She pulled him into a tight hug. Listen to me carefully. Her eyes were wet. No matter what voice you hear, even if it sounds like me, do not open that door. Chidi's lips trembled. Then he asked, Mama, what if it calls me? Ngozi froze. That question, it cut deep. She pulled him into a tight hug. Then you must be stronger than the voice. That night, nobody slept. Fires burned in compounds. People stayed awake in groups, waiting, listening. Then it began again. Slow, closer. Gbam, gbam, gbam. House by house, like something was searching, looking, choosing. Then it reached Ngozi's house. Silence. Then, gbam, gbam, gbam. Chidi's body shook. Ngozi held him tight. Then a voice came, soft, gentle. Chidi. He froze. That's Emeka, he whispered. His best friend, the one who traveled to the city. Come outside, the voice said. I brought something for you. Chidi stood up slowly. His legs moved on their own. Mama, he came back. Ngozi quickly pulled him. Sit down. The voice changed slightly, more urgent. Chidi, open the door. Gbam, gbam, gbam. The door shook. Chidi covered his ears. Tears rolled down his face. It sounds like him. Ngozi shouted, It is not him. The knocking grew louder. Then suddenly, it stopped. Complete silence. Morning came again. More people were missing. No blood, no struggle, just empty rooms, empty mats, empty lives. The elders made a law. No one opens any door at night, no matter what you hear. People obeyed. Days passed, then weeks. Slowly, the knocking stopped. But something changed in the village. No one trusted the night again. No one answered late knocks. Because sometimes, very late, when everywhere is quiet, someone still hears it. Gbam, gbam, gbam. And sometimes a voice follows, calling your name, sounding like someone you love, waiting for just one mistake. If you heard that knock and the voice sounded like someone you love, would you open the door? Be honest. Comment below. And if you enjoy real African stories like this, stories that feel close to home, stories that make your heart beat fast, subscribe now, because the next story might sound like your own village.